So I am taking a quick little break of my work. Today was a fantastical, amazing day. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna go down here because I'm philosophizing. Philosoph is that how you say that? Philosophizing? Philosophizing? Philosophizing. I don't even think that's a damn word. All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna go down here real quick because I'm only out here for about 5 or 10 minutes. All right, I'm back. So I wanted to come by real quick and talk about something real quick. And my spirits is really paying attention to everything that has been going on. And one thing I can tell you is that that group of people, all of them, but especially the males, they don't know anything about life, respect, honor, integrity, or survival. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all one major infarction that they don't get. Like, they literally just do not get this one simple truth about the whole situation. You cannot come anywhere, whether or not it's in social media or in real life. You cannot go anywhere and just claim an association with for anybody. Like, for example, when they thirstfully come on here because they want to uh, confront certain people, and they will say things like, you know, they'll reference to me being in that sector. If you reference to me being in that sector at all, my spirits are going to get you. They don't like that. Why don't y'all understand how much of a violation it is to try to force someone's association with your group? Why don't y'all get that? Why don't y'all understand that you can't do that? You can't just come to social media or anywhere and just, you know, like when you say things like Jamila's in the sector, or when you say things like, or you try to reference You try to make any references to me being in that sector, you are violating. I don't care if you got a job you've been at for 30 fucking years. I don't care what you doing. Having a job, even earning money, hell, I've made a lot of money in my fucking life. But I would never do that. I'm not going to claim an association with someone that doesn't exist. That is a major, major, major violation. Another example of how they do that is when Bum Dot brings his ass on here and tries to claim that I like him. Major, major, major violation. Why don't y'all know that? It's almost like whatever put y'all together and taught y'all and educated y'all, taught y'all complete opposite. And you can't change it. Those are the rules. You can't ever say, like every single time, and it's a lot of it's little people in that group. Some of them get more views than other. It doesn't matter how many views you get. If you're claiming that I have any association with that sector, you are in violation. And if you had any life skills like that one simple thing, right? Amongst all the other dumb stuff that y'all have done and said, but that's a big one. Why do y'all like to say that and then make up lies about me? Probably because all of y'all are into some sick shit. And you are going to find out. That's just like Bum Dot. He just carelessly put in his title of his, that's why he ain't gonna never have shit. That's why he's gonna die sick, probably of a fucking heart attack or stroke. He just carelessly put in his title, Jamila is in love with LA. Bum Dot is a crackhead. Bum Dot is one of the most intellectually dumbed down people. For you to be in love with somebody, you have to kind of be like minded with them. You have to agree with the shit that they say. There's no common ground. It's an embarrassment. Any woman that is associated with him is it's an embarrassment to her, and she's usually not an honorable woman. I am an honorable woman. I would never have feelings for somebody like Bum Dot. Mike was able to fool me a little bit. And then, he did kind of bully me into meeting up with him and shit. I will admit to that. But as soon as I found a way out and away from Mike, I got the fuck away from him. Stop claiming that I am in your sector. Stop claiming that. If you have been claiming that and your life is tipsy-turvy, upside down, which I'm pretty sure that the fuck it is, which is why y'all come to YouTube and attack people for normal shit, right? It's obvious that the reason why y'all argue and go back and forth is because none of you are happy in your life. I can't very well sit back and allow y'all to lie on me and spread rumors about me. So that's the only reason why I respond to y'all. Otherwise, if y'all were not doing that and then contacting my family members, then I would have no reason to respond to y'all. There's been people killed. There have been people that have been murdered for having stupid ass groups like what y'all have and have claimed people to be associated. Not even just groups, individuals. There have been individuals that have been killed for claiming an association with a person that has no association with them, you know, because that person is not savory. That's happened before. Can you imagine if that's the whole thing with the Epstein files? Everybody that was associated with Jeffrey Epstein is under suspicion. So that's one of the reasons why I don't have no association with you people. But and so y'all don't get it because y'all don't see anything wrong with the way that y'all are and the shit that y'all do. It's the same principle because Jeffrey Epstein kept record of all the people that he was doing stuff with, and you know, and so it's kind of like, ooh, bring out the Epstein files, the Epstein files. Well, it's kind of the same principle, not exactly the same, but it's the same principle. You know, you can't be the way y'all are and just claim an association with somebody. Y'all don't get it. Y'all think just because people are okay with y'all think that just because there's people that are cool with y'all, that it's okay for you to do that. No, somebody like me is not gonna want to be associated with that shit. And that's why I be like, every time I hear y'all say women in this, it's like you're violating my social rights or something. I'm gonna look this up in sociology. I'm going to look this up. This has got to be a topic of discussion in sociology. And I did very good in school when I took my sociology class. Y'all cannot just come on here and say, yeah, yeah, Jamila, she's a part of our sector, huh? No. And how can you not know that? How can you not know that? And you know, as a witch, what am I supposed to do? Wait for judicial justice on that? No, that's going to require other things. You know what I'm saying? That's going to require something else. I'm sorry about that. My signal dropped. You can't just, you know, of course you'd like to associate yourself with me. Of course. I like to associate myself with myself. You can't just stain somebody's name by claiming that they are a part of your group. And I know for a fact that people have been killed because of that before. I know it for testing. Okay, there we go. I know that for a fact that people have been killed for that before because that's disgusting. You cannot, you cannot just say a person is a part of a group or a social circle when they don't want to be and when they're not. Why can't y'all understand that simple truth? I literally years ago, all you had to do was say hi to one of y'all. All you had to do was be social in social media. That didn't mean that I was a part of y'all sector. No, no, no. In fact, I'll prove it to you. I'll prove it to you. Because the first chance that I get, I'm going to testify against your sector. The first chance that I get. Absolutely. And tell a judge or a jury or whoever it is everything they need to know about y'all and what y'all do. And y'all just don't get it. Y'all be really upset about these things. Well, why doesn't she want to be a part of our group? Because you stupid. You know, and no, no. No, the answer is absolutely no. And you cannot deny somebody's right. So basically, y'all done tried to hijack my name, hijack my person, and force me to be a part of a group of people that I would never even associate with. I'm gonna look this shit up too. I'm gonna get out of here though. Nobody that is anybody wants to be associated with your group. And I noticed that a couple of I noticed that Alexis even disassociated herself publicly from y'all. Hold on. Even though we know that she's in the background and she's been around y'all. Okay. Social groups. Okay. Social groups who claim association with people they're not associated with. Y'all don't understand that. All y'all understand is boo boo, piss, and shit. Okay, social groups claim, let's see what AI overview says about it. Social groups claiming association with people they aren't connected to often involve in group, out group dynamics, where an in group, like a political party, sports fan base, or cultural identity, identifies strongly with itself and creates an out group, those outside, by defining themselves in opposition, sometimes leading to prejudice, stereotyping, the us versus them mentality, or even groups misrepresenting others for self gain, like false allies or adopting symbols without understanding, driven by a need for belonging or power. Very, very interesting. I'm not associated with you people. Let's see here. False allies tokenism. Groups might claim solidarity with marginalized communities, allyship for social capital without real commitment, as described in Psychology Today. Yeah. In essence, these groups use others to define themselves, sometimes falsely creating a sense of unity or superiority by establishing clear boundaries with those they claim or falsely claim to be associated with. Isn't that something? You people don't understand that because you're fucking social leopards. And literally, the moment y'all came on YouTube, social awkwardness walked in. I don't want to be associated with a group of people that photoshops dicks on little kids and you got some nasty bitch posting photographs of my son, that of which she's gonna get fucked up for, posting photographs of my son and shit to a bunch of fucking pedophiles. I don't want to be fucking associated with motherfuckers like y'all. You people are deplorable, and I'm not. Y'all, why in the fuck would I be associated with people that are incapable of having a fucking intelligent conversation? Y'all are trying to associate me with that sector to create a false ally or tokenism. You're trying to solidify your group by desperately claiming that I'm in your sector. That shit is so fucking hilarious to me. And I'm never going to give you that just because you're black. It's never going to fucking happen. And in fact, let me ask Google one more question. Hold on before I get out of here. Have people been killed or sued for claiming an association with people they are not associated with? Yes. Individuals, this is what AI Overview is saying. Individuals have both been killed and sued as a result of people falsely claiming an association with them or making other types of false accusations. Okay. So, oh, I knew the mob would be involved. Okay. So, instances of violence and death. Okay. False accusations or claims of association can lead to violence, especially when tied to highly charged situations, misinformation, or conspiracy theories. Historically, false accusations have incited mob violence, such as the 1920 Duluth lynchings, where three black men were pulled from jail and murdered by a mob as a result. I'm sorry, based on false accusations of assault. Gang profiling. Advocacy groups argue that police databases which profile Black and Latinx youth as gang members based on neighborhoods or peer groups without concrete evidence put innocent individuals at risk of false arrest and violence. Yeah. Yeah. And it kind of remind me of Frankie in Set It Off. How Frankie in Set It Off, she just knew them niggas around her hood, and the police were suspectful of them just because they knew her. That's a fucking shame. Well, I'm not necessarily worried about the police, but what I will tell you is that my spirits are at your throat like a fucking coyote on a motherfucking goat. You are not allowed to claim that I'm associated with your sector. Simply put. Now, obviously, I'm not going to murder you people, and I'm definitely not a violent person. However, I am a witch, and you will be thoroughly fucking cursed. That's why your lives are shitty. You can do that minor infarction, like when you say, all the like sometimes these ignorant the ignorant nakers in that sector will be like, all these bitches in this sector, Jamila, so and so, like Jamila. Hold up, what? What? Stop naming me as being a part of your sector. I am not. And my spirits will fuck you up for doing that shit. That's one of the main things. Not just the lies that y'all tell on me and the shit that y'all have done, but the fact that you have tried to associate me with that sector, you're fucked up. That's a fact. Let me get out of here. Yeah, I understand that that went above the understanding. Perhaps maybe there's somebody in the background that's telling you to do that, and they know why. Yeah, just keep saying that she's a part of the sector. Just keep saying she's a part of it. So whoever that is, whoever your boss is going to get broke off. Hello. You and trust me, we gonna get you. Stop saying that I'm a part of that sector. And Bum Dot, no, he definitely gonna get it. I don't understand why Bum Dot even puts himself through it when he comes on there and tries to claim my love. That boy gonna end up with congestive heart failure. Mm-mm. Don't even stop it. Nobody, a person like me is not gonna want to be associated. Okay, let me give you a prime fucking example of how stupid y'all sector are. All of y'all are stupid. Okay, listen. The other day, Cat Smith went live, right? And she was speaking about my daughters threatening her, right? If they fucked with her mom, if they fucked with their mama. Okay. Some dipshit in the chat room had the nerve and the audacity to say that because of that, we have no class. Bitch, you are a person that left your place of residence to come and drive to my place of residence where I live. What the fuck are you talking about, class? You people are actually stalking people. You are the most fucking humiliating and embarrassing people in the fucking world. Nobody, nobody with class or dignity or integrity wants to be associated with you fucking people. Nobody. Even, and you know, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if somebody's saying, hey, go do that to her. Go do it. It doesn't matter because they'll get fucked up too. Nobody wants to be associated with you people. Nobody. And you can't force me to be associated with you. And you're doing it to try to solidify your group, which y'all group ain't never gonna be solid. It's just as flimsy as a goddamn, like you can sit up here and just burn a piece of paper and it just falls apart to the ground. There's no solidification of your sector. It isn't. It's fucking ridiculous. So that's another infarction. You have no fucking survival skills. You can be killed, and when you're dealing with a witch, you can die. The fuck? I don't want to be associated with, and then you people be coming all around to my channels and flagging and shit. And then y'all stalking people, trying to judge somebody for practicing witchcraft while y'all stalk and attack people. Y'all are the most idiotic fucking group of people that I've ever seen in my goddamn life. And no, I would never, I would, and I have never claimed any association with y'all. Y'all are really actually fucking functioning idiots. Like y'all will come on there and say, hey, I'm in the black sector. Yeah, we in the sector. Like I'll be like, oh, that shit is cringy. If y'all only knew, y'all don't even know how stupid y'all look. All right, let me get back to my wake. Bye.